Whoa, it's Woolsey. I'm on my alt account, Dance Woman again. Welcome back to the co-op building series Level Swap. Today I've got Doggy with me. Say yo. Yo.
Yo.
Guy. This is Level Swap. Doggy and I are both going to start brand new levels, but every 20 minutes we must pass our levels over to each other until we've had 3 turns building on each level, which is 6 total time slots. The end goal is to make a functional part of a level, and in our building time we're going to split up and record individually, so make sure you watch his side too.
Yeah. Don't expect much from me. Best of luck.
3, 2, 1, adios. For some reason, I'm very nervous to record this level swap video. I'm using the song Rose by Corn and Beans on a 28.6 start offset. Something pretty flashy to get us going. I think Doggy's going to work pretty well with something that he's actually interested in, not like a slow 5-star or anything. Not a lo-fi kind of level. Normally, I would upload these once every 2 weeks, but since this is a meme episode with Doggy, who's not really the most established creator in the world, I've decided to put this in between, just like the Junior episode was. That also means I'm not going to go too hard with anything. I'm probably just going to make like really basic gameplay to start off with. I'm still addicted to these blue pad slabs. I've used them twice already. They just work super well. They take up less space than a blue portal would, so it's really easy to structure around. I'm gonna have to go with a jumping ball transition right here. They're always really smooth. You get a long, easy transition to read. To make this transition consistent though, because you can get different height and stuff when you're jumping, I'm gonna put a black orb straight away. With the 3 notes, there's 3 fast ball clicks, and then a sharp exit outwards into a cube again, just like it was before. Except I'm realizing that this doesn't really match the structures that we've got earlier, so I'm gonna use smaller spikes instead. Gonna do a quick visibility test with what I've got so far. Should be all good since it's pretty much flat. There we go. It's a weird way to end, I suppose. It's going to be quite difficult to structure because it's so diagonal up here. This is inspired from Heinz, by the way, in Psychosis, I'm pretty sure. Sorry I haven't talked much towards the end of this. I've been panicking a lot as to how I'm going to make this flow properly because I feel like it's very important to make good gameplay for Doggy, otherwise he's just not going to care. I don't know what to do, so I'm just kind of like spamming these little pulsing sticks. Should be time.
Yo, time is up.
I was so nervous the whole time.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna run out of time.
I kind of did. Normally I structure it a bit more, but I don't know. You've got
Yeah.
something kind of bare bones here.
Hold
Oh, nice. I died at the first teleporter. Awesome. Okay, let me...
I didn't really play test it much, so.
Dude, what is that huge cube thing? Oh my god. You're
What?
flying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's do it.
Nothing to lose. Best of luck. I'm just kind of staring at this, not knowing what to do. I'm 2 minutes in. So I'll probably just try and build up some atmosphere. I really don't know what to do. I don't have a main effect in mind because I was hoping that Doggy would give me a few more structures here and there, but it really hasn't. I'm building to the wrong borders apparently. So Doggy doesn't keep his stuff in line, which is kind of infuriating because I kind of wanted to have these big pulsing circles on the edges. To fix this, I'm going to have to put these on a group 3. And then as you go through this portal, they're gonna have to very quickly move, which is unfortunate because now I gotta add all these gradient things just to fill up those unfortunate areas of the screen. I'm having to play with a lot of move times to make this as smooth as I want, and now I'm probably gonna have to make different layers behind these. I didn't want this to be the main ground, but I've kind of forced myself into this little box here. So I'll make a bigger layer behind these circles that are on lower brightness, considering the background's black. Okay, that should work. So you can kind of see how it's working. There's these big cloud things at the top and bottom that are moving towards the player. Now, these are the objects that I'm looking for. I gotta get a low opacity version of that too with blending. So I'm just gonna make a copy color for that. Boom. 5 is going to, I'm gonna say 33%. I think I gotta just copy paste this over and over again and scale it up so it's really bright in the center. Let me get a feel for this in normal mode. Yeah, you see it, it's kind of pulsing up and down like that. Wow, I actually got through. Oh my god, I'm learning Doggy's gameplay. So if I just keep copy pasting, scaling up by 0.1, this should be good. I'm gonna give these their own little group 7, which can move back twice as fast as the circles that are connected to the top and bottom. There we go. You see it kind of working there. In the center of these, I'm going to put some black blending circles that are going to pulse white one after the other. So they're all going to have their own unique IDs. 8 to start off with, working upwards from there. So with a pulsing staircase like that on a 0.2 in, 0.5 out, you see what I mean when they all cross over. Boom. They're low opacity. Bro, let me take them off 5. There we go. It's much smoother now. And I can just copy paste that over and over again. I'll probably change the rate that these pulses happen as well by taking one of them as the group parent, scaling it up like that so there's a bigger difference between them. Then I can like change the fade in times. On second thought, The white circles are too big. Oh, I'm gonna have to change them in some way. We could just set them back to group 5, I suppose. I could just set them to a light blue in the pulse. I don't know. And I'm gonna quickly reuse these pulsing groups with some more black blending glow that's gonna pulse up and down the screen. So if I press play, you can see how that works when you look in the background. I think it's pretty smooth. It's gonna work well with all of the other blending objects, I hope. Yeah, this is looking kind of stormy now. That's 20 minutes. Unfortunately,
Oh my god, dude. I did like nothing.
it's all good.
I spent like half the time on one block, which sucks.
Oh. Okay, I see. Look at you with your little pulses. Alpha
Yeah.
triggers, damn. Oh, they like kind of switch directions. I see. That's actually
Dude, this
cool.
background's nice. I'm interested to see what you do with that.
I'll do
So
my best.
good luck.
That's what I'm gonna do, yeah. You know I gotta use his alpha trigger groups, right? Let me see. So he's used hexagons inside these objects. I wanna bounce off that and make blurry hexagon decoration. So all of his colors like copy color background with hue here and there. Seems like he's only chosen 2 apart from black and white. So there's 2 of the hexagons on the groups 2 and 3. I'm gonna put a glow piece in the middle because Doggy's worked with something a little bit glowy already. I feel like kind of spicing it up. I'll probably just stick to copy color background for this one. I'm not going to bother adding a group to it just yet. It's already changing color with the background, so it should be fine. I'm just going to use the mini block, the mini block, just to put it right in between there. Then there's more hexagon pieces I can use. I don't 100% remember where they are. Gotcha. Okay, we're using this. I can probably give it a little bit more hue just to make it pop out that tiny bit more, make it a bit more of a warm pink, I think. Yeah, I see. And you can see how I'm overlapping them in this little diagonal pattern. I should probably put these on different editor layers though. Hold on. I'll probably try and make them shine a bit with invisible spikes right there, just on the color channel white too. I want to see if Doggy's used Don't Fade. No. Okay, so we can put a block transition right here and make it look like we've done more right there. I've copy pasted these spikes around a little bit as well as everything else, as you can see. Probably gonna add some more white details here and there just to line the edges, just like that. I'm making a little hexagon design for these blue pads. I'm probably gonna set the top half of them to low opacity, which is not 2. That was my instinct. I'll have to make a new half opacity, which is on group 6. But half opacity looks weird, so we're gonna go with a 25, and then we can just slot these little hexagons in with half spaces like that. Should be fine. I'm probably gonna invis stack some blocks to make it look really bright as you go over it. On color 2 yet again, which is just white. I could even take one of these massive circles that I used for the background last time, scale it up, give it one of Doggy's groups and one of his copy color backgrounds. Oh, it's barely noticeable. Okay. Decided to just create a new opacity instead of reusing the groups again because they weren't too visible on the screen since they flash on and off so much. The speed doesn't change at all in this level, so I can use my trusty method of aligning the pulses exactly on the beats, which is 1 at the start and 1 at the end. So we set them up, which is going to be color channel 3 to white on a 0.05 and 0.4. There's 14 beats, so I copy paste this 12 times, so there's 13 here. 12. Select all of those, select the last one, and press Align X. And as you can see, these are perfectly synced. I've selected every second pulse. They're not all going to go to color channel 3. Some of them are going to go to 4. Now, I'm not too sure about white here. I'll probably extend the fade time to 0.7 or 0.8 and then make it copy the color of the background with a bit of brightness and a bit of hue as well. I kind of want to do more with that little hexagon thing. I wish it was more prevalent. So I'm just going to add a little hexagon decoration piece. So it kind of flickers between all of them. And then I can have another hexagon on top with black blending, which can have a pulse copied from up here specifically for it that changes color channel 10 black blending to white. Just makes it a bit flashier, and I can scatter these around a little bit, fill up the space before we give it back to Doggy. That's time, bro.
That is time.
All right, I might have cheated a little bit by copy pasting a little bit extra after the time, but we're all good.
No, it's fine.
Just don't want this to be unreadable.
Don't worry, memory levels are great. I love memory levels. Maybe I should have done
You know
that.
that memory 7 style that we just made, yeah.
Ooh, I love these effects, dude. We got the design done and other stuff, so maybe this will pick up the pace. I don't know.
My favorite part's the spikes.
You could tell that was definitely in the last 30 seconds or so.
Did you move my glow things to the front?
I don't know.
Looks like they
I've
in
moved
front.
everything to the back that you put.
Oh, I see. Okay, the layering's gone a little bit. I'll fix it. It's fine. Good luck, man. Just looks like these are way too high up. He didn't really move them to the back. But come to think of it, I really could just add that glow in the foreground as well. The glow's in place. If I press play on the music, you'll see it sweep from left to right. I'm also going to have a copy of it sweeping from right to left that's on the next block over because I left 2 gaps between. So it should kind of meet in the middle here. Okay, cool. So as you exit the UFO, I want another screen that swoops over and gets rid of everything. So this has got a lock to the X-axis. Don't fade, don't enter. Since all of the background is on B4, I can just have it really high up. Hopefully Doggy hasn't placed anything that far down. It needs its own unique moving group, which is 24, which needs to move on right as you go through this cube. It can move 250 left, ease in, out, easing, 1.5 seconds. We'll just move the duration line to where I think by eye is about right. The whole thing's just going to darken down as you get into the cube. Now this is where I've got to make a few structures and just guess how the refresh rates work. I need to make it pretty tight, but not too much. So just filling in the blocks for a template, because if this goes wrong, I kind of want the structures to stay. This is probably going to be the most ambitious thing that I've tried in a level swap. I've never went this heavy on effects before. I really do not have time to waste, so I'm kind of rushing right now. Okay, that should be fine. We're going to go to editor layer 1 and we're going to make just a white base for these blocks. This needs to be really high up B3. Don't fade, don't enter. I'm really nervous because I have 10 minutes to do this whole thing and there's still the effect to make. Okay, moment of truth. All of these objects are going on to group 1, which is 0 opacity. I'm going to be extra and make color channel 9 fade onto white for 1.5 with the rest. Then I need to copy paste all of this. Put it as Z layer above, a whole Z layer. It can't just be a Z order because this is about to go on blending. New editor layer, doesn't need any groups, it just needs a blending color channel. That looks like a nice color to me, but we might have to change it. On top of this screen, I need to make a wave, and this is going to be crazy. The way I'm going to do this is by placing 2 squares apart from each other, really far away, copy pasting, rotating 90 degrees. I'm going to go off preview mode for this. Oh god, I can't find the squares. Let me go up a little bit and we're going to rotate them 45 degrees and keep on rotating them in a circle like this until it fills. The bigger the circle, the smoother the curves will be, but this should do like that. I'm going to select a small section of the circle, copy paste it downwards, and then keep flipping it upside down and connecting it like that. Toki's got stuff on editor layer 7. I really don't want to interrupt any of this. Okay, we're going all the way up. We can probably get rid of this circle now. We have our curves in place on editor layer 24 because I'm scared. Okay, we need to extend this down so it meets the ground, and we're going to move it 1 up every time just to make sure there's no cracks in the display. That's going to have to do, even though there's a gap at the bottom. We're just going to have to trust that the player doesn't go down there. Okay, so this is going to be on the same color channel 2 as the screen that goes across on editor layer 6 right here. It needs to be at the very top of B3, so it's going in between the 2 layers of the white blocks and the blending blocks that go above. Don't fade, don't enter. It needs the moving groups, which are 3, and I believe 24, which is kind of ironic because it's on editor layer 24. And then it also needs its own group, which is going to be 25. Minus 405 seconds sounds reasonable to me. And you can see what's happening right when I go through this portal. Boom. It's looking wavy. I like it. To make it a bit more intense, I'm going to make that blending color 5 pulse a lot on the brightness, a little bit on the saturation. 0.05, 0.2. We can also do the same to 2, except not with the saturation because it wouldn't look right. Probably extend the fade time and stuff and decrease the brightness so it's not too harsh on the eyes. That looks fine. Dude, I've done the most ambitious thing I've ever done on this series.
Wow. Very intrigued. So I stopped trying to do the design and I just did like backgrounds and stuff.
Mad ting in it really is a mad ting in it. Oh, this is sick, actually. Okay, digging in.
Yeah, I really like the thing you did.
Good luck, man.
Good luck.
Confidence bumped up. Woolsey did cool thing. Glow business. We got a layer that's on 4. We got a layer that's on 3. It's going to kind of sparkle downwards like that. I'll figure out a pulsing design to go over the top. But when I was playtesting, I realized that this slope isn't very obvious. So I'm probably going to end up doing the white stacking thing that I did with this object. It seems like there's only 2 slopes, so it's going to be really easy. Just going to spam that. I want to try something on the black object. Copy values. Place it on this. Then we need to copy paste this 60 times. This is gonna lag, but it's gonna be funny. That's 60 of them. Then we can copy paste these. That's gonna be ridiculous. This is really object heavy, so maybe don't try this at home, but what can I say? Woolsey and Doggy are just way too gangster. This is gonna be really messy, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. Honestly, it's probably due to these pulses that I created. They're way too bright. It's honestly better when they're subtle. This is gonna lag, but I think it just suits me and Doggy's humor. If I just replace every single object here with these. Let me put these objects on blast real quick. And by that, I mean 0 opacity, which is group 1. I'm changing the block transition. in my slope only building challenge, I showed you where you can get this secret block transition, which I'm going to be using. I copied it to my custom objects, and basically what it does, it chucks objects in random directions off the screen, and it looks super cool with the invisible objects right there. You see how it kind of bursts on the sides. But look at this. We changed the color to a background blending color, and I think it looks awesome. I have a little bit of time to mess around here. But I'm just realizing this is the last time I get to work on this, which is weird. This is kind of cool. It's just impossible to freaking see. I'm going to quickly put black glow on all of the orbs that is on group 3. So it's not always visible, but it will add a tiny little bit of shading to it.
Dude, my dad came in at like the last 30 seconds. I lost time. Didn't do that much, but you know, you'll see. Oh, but I added one thing that you'll love.
Oh, okay, that was cool. There's no way you sort of made that. There's no way. There's just no way. That's a custom object, right?
Wait, what the heck is this effect? It looks cool, but I have no clue what's going on. Do you like it? Focus
Gulp.
mode.
Gulp.
Best of luck.
It's the last one. Oh my god. Doggy, what? Doggy, I'm copy pasting everything you've done. I hope you don't mind. As you can probably tell by the black glow, I am not in a comfortable position. I kind of spammed all of Doggy's structures around and tried to make it a bit more contrasted, but it's just not working. I'm just gonna have to sack off the beginning, I think. Why is it on multiple layers? Oh my god. I need to see what I'm doing. I'm extending the white block thing because I can't think of anything else to do. Okay, that's structured. Good lord. I had to scale down tiny little slopes just to fill in the edges because they were one block. There's a couple of saws here, which is weird. I'm gonna have to set these to a custom rotation because saws have like a random rotation if you don't set them. So since there's 2 layers to these, one of them is not supposed to be visible, so I gotta have them on the same basis. Dude, I am changing so many structures and I do not have time to do this. Look at this, man. I have to use mini blocks and everything. I don't even know why I did that because this dude is just gonna cover the whole thing anyway. Yeah, I wish it so much. That's gonna be our end screen. Whatever, I don't care. Don't fade, don't edit. Cool. Why does it have random groups on it? Doggy, what is this? Let me just move it really far towards the end. Like 200. I don't even, I'm guessing. Just go. Just go. Just go. Just go. Just go. Just go. Perfect. I'm changing the hue for a couple of these wavy pulses. I don't know. I think it looks cool. These pulse to black blending. It's not awful, but you can see right here that there's like red glow. It looks really strange. With my remaining time, I'm just going to pulse a couple of little squares on the sides of these objects. Make them a bit more flashy and built in. I don't know. This is really useless. That's 20 minutes up. Hot diggity dog.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sick. Doggy the effect creator.
Yeah.
Yo, I like it actually. This one's kind of
I'm
cool.
glad you like it. Kind of lagged at the end for me.
Maybe because there's 6,000 objects right
Yeah,
there.
I respect it that you finished this. It turned out alright.
It actually did. I was expecting this to be like a meme episode. All you gotta do is glow spam.
Yeah.
You've done very well. Very talented. Thank you for watching. Leave likes. Doggy's video will upload 3 hours after this. Definitely check it out. It'll be something new for him.
Yeah.